Happy Sunday and hearty welcome to the third Sunday of Advent season. Today, as we enter into the third week of Advent season, to prepare ourselves to celebrate the birth of Christ, we would lit the candle called Candle of Joy. This candle of joy differentiates between being joyful and being happy. If an individual wants to be joyful, should have his or her roots in divine. If you want to be happy alone, your happiness flows from your attachment with the world and its reality. Happiness varies from person to person, place to place, event to event, but joyful or being joyful alone is forever. Yes, dear friends, the liturgy of the word of this third Sunday of Advent calls us to be joyful in different ways. Now let us see each reading how they could give us a beautiful message to prepare ourselves to celebrate the birth of Christ. In the first reading, we could see Prophet Isaiah beautifully explains about wilderness and loneliness and dry land. This wilderness and dry land could be in the form of our uncertainties, trials, tribulations, problems, and our loneliness in our day-to-day living. On this account, Prophet Isaiah very clearly says in verse 4, God is around us to save us. Yes, when you and I face any certainties in our day-to-day living, let us not forget the words of Prophet Isaiah that God is around us to save us. The mind of Prophet Isaiah is seen in the second reading in the words of St. James, who encourages everyone to be patient and to strengthen our heart. The reason to be patient and to strengthen our heart is God is silently working behind us on behalf of us to tackle the day-to-day problems. Many a times we, due to our human weakness or anxiety or anxiousness, we want our plan to be succeeded and our plan to be acted by God, but we don't want to see and seek out the will of God in particular situation. When we want God to act according to our desires, then how can we see the mighty deeds of God? Friends, it's not so. Let us not ask God to act according to our desires, but let us build up the attitude to seek the will of God so that we can clearly see the mighty hand of God working around us, especially when we face uncertainties. In the Gospel, we could see St. John the Baptist gives us a clear message how to see the works of Lord around us. We know the life of St. John the Baptist. In the initial period before the arrival of Jesus, he was having lot of name and fame, but never kept himself in the first place. Rather, he always focused on the deeds of God. Even after the arrival of Jesus, when he was imprisoned because he was straightforward and doing the will of God, he never blamed the situation. Rather, he encouraged his followers to go out and see the mighty deeds of Jesus. Yes, dear friends, all the three readings of today's liturgy of the word invites you and me to build up the attitude which is of being patient and to strengthen our hearts so that we have the joy to celebrate Christ's coming, which is permanent, which is excellent and eye-catching. So friends, as we are slowly, step by step, nearing to the birth of Christ and the celebration, let us prepare ourselves joyfully, with a joyful mind, with a joyful soul, with a joyful heart, so that we enjoy the birth of Christ with a genuine heart.